Well, a smuggler can and will take all kinds of risks to get the job done and use the terrain to their advantage. Border Patrol says the Santa Ana Wildlife Refuge is not off limits to them. One smuggler that they were after crashed, leaving behind his human cargo and drugs to escape back to Mexico. The Santa Ana Wildlife Refuge is the planned starting point for a new border wall if the project gets the funding it needs. Channel 5's Kristen Von Preissing spoke with Border Patrol, and we also saw for ourselves what it's like at the river's edge.
Rolling. In the summer months, we see a lot of people with gallons of water like these, and I just found this down by the river. Yes, it could have floated up from further upstream, but with all the stuff that's accumulated there, I'm willing to bet somebody left it here. We'll never know exactly what goes on in these banks. A bottle of water, energy supplement, somebody's clothing down there. We know Santa Ana's Pintail Lakes Trail doesn't end at this ledge. The soil is worn down to the river. It's a clearing down here. The Mexican side is about 100 feet away. Clothing and more bottles litter the river's edge. Back inside the 2,000-plus acre refuge, the call of a great kiskadee.
They're beautiful, they're bright yellow, they're very active.
Jack Cochran makes time to travel here from Austin just to take the photos.
They're vocal, they've got all the characteristics that should make them popular.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service call this place a jewel among their refuges. It's known for great strands of hanging Spanish moss. Harris hawks watch the brush floor from vantage points atop tall trees. It's the northernmost point for some species that are most commonly seen in Central and South America. For Cochran, after years of coming here,
I've never had any problems out here at all. I've never really passed anybody on the trail that's just exited the river.
Should a border wall get the funding and construction start here, he says walls will block the movement of land-dwelling wildlife, in effect, where he goes.
It's probably going to change where I spend my birding tourism dollar.
The Border Patrol says the terrain is a challenge for them and an advantage for smugglers. The thing is, there's multiple ways to get into the Santa Ana Wildlife Refuge from the river. 1, 2, 3, 4 points, all of them that Border Patrol has to keep an eye on. At least 4 trails lead down to the river. There's not a single road that runs close to the banks, says Supervisory Agent Daniel Tirado.
The closer we patrol on the river, the higher the chances are for us to interdict something coming across illegally.
It's not the case here for agents.
Versus trying to patrol maybe a mile or 2 miles north of the immediate river.
Border Patrol says they need more technology and infrastructure.
The criminal organizations are going to exploit that.
In this heavy brush, known for its beauty, and also a staging point for illegal traffic. At the Santa Ana Wildlife Refuge, Kristen Von Preissing, Channel 5 News at 10.